Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on my Instagram I asked my followers on which page they'd like for me to analyze, okay? So yeah, I got a few, then I decided to pick the first four that I could see on the list of the request, okay? So this is USD ZAR, and as you can see on USD ZAR, I'm starting on the daily time frame, and then I'm marking my support and resistance levels, okay? So if you are familiar with my channel, you'll see that I always start my analysis on the daily time frame. So this one was requested by one of my followers. His name is gonna pop up. Yeah, it was Nanometer who asked for USD ZAR. So yeah, this is my analysis on USD ZAR. I started by marking my support and resistance levels on daily time frame. Then on 4-hour time frame, I'm checking for the direction of the trend, and as you can see, it is in an uptrend. And you know the properties of an uptrend are higher highs and higher lows, as you can see on the video. Okay, so after doing my whole analysis, you can see that it moves from support to resistance, support to resistance. So I anticipate that it's going to continue in that fashion until it reaches new highs and new lows, as you can see there. So I'm anticipating that it's going to move to 16.10640 ultimately, okay? And as you can see, since it has broken the previous resistance, it has turned into support. So I'm anticipating that it's going to come back down and form a double bottom on that new support level and then shoot up to the target. But if that does not happen, then we will anticipate taking our buy position at the support level, which is a good area of confluence. So hence I'm putting my targets the way they are now. And then so as I've said, you're anticipating a push to the downside and then a continuation to the upside. And also the risk reward ratio makes sense. It is over 4:1. So yeah, here's my USD ZAR for the upcoming week. Okay guys, so the next request I got was for Euro GPP, and it was submitted by, I think it's Iron Dollar TPK. I hope I pronounced that correctly, and then it's gonna show up now on the screen. Then so yeah, start on daily time frame, check support resistance levels. So if you notice, like, we do the same thing with each and every currency pair when we do our analysis. And then after doing support and resistance, we check on our 4-hour time frame, and then we check for the direction of the trend. Yeah. And then here, what I noticed is that there is a strong downside movement. There is a strong bearish movement, and as you can see, the previous support level has now been broken and is now turned into the new resistance. So what I anticipate is going to happen here is that there will be a continuous, so there I was marking, so here I'm marking the previous support level that is now turned into resistance. As you can see here, what has happened, you have a break, a pullback, and a bit of a continuation. So anticipate that it's going to continue to push to the downside until it reaches the target, which will be 0.82927. Yeah, so that is the target. Understand? And as you can see, when you anticipate it's gonna move all the way down there. And then when we put our targets, we can see that the risk reward is slightly a bit off, but we can adjust it to accommodate our risk reward parameters, because we need a risk reward ratio of at least 1:3. So after adjusting it like that, we have our risk reward, which is now 1:3. So that's my outlook on Euro GPP for the upcoming week. So I also got a request for gold. So this request for gold was from Nduduzo Twister. And yeah, as you can see, support and resistance on the daily time frame. Then after marking your support and resistance on the daily time frame, we move to the 4-hour time frame to see the direction of the trend. And what I noticed here is that there has been a heavy rejection. There has been a heavy rejection on that resistant level there. The resistant level being 1872. On that level, I can see there was strong rejection. And as you can see, it's starting to form properties of a downtrend. Because what I noticed is that it is starting to form lower highs and lower lows. So I anticipate that it's going to continue to fall in that fashion. So that's the path I'm anticipating it's going to take. And then ultimately, when you go to a smaller time frame, which is now our 1-hour time frame, you can see that you can get an entry at that level. And then when you get an entry, we need to make sure that our risk reward is 1:3, so we can adjust our targets to accommodate our risk reward and our risk management parameters. So there we will have our targets at 1823.929. So anticipating a push, pullback, and a continuation to our targets on gold this upcoming week. So the last request I decided to take into consideration was the request for CAD JPY. So the CAD JPY request came from QNice Castle. So as we've done with the previous currency pairs, start on our daily time frame, check our supports and resistance levels, and after that we move to our 4-hour time frame, where we'll be checking the direction of the trend. And what I noticed is that it broke out from the downward movement. So this was like a flag. This was a flag pattern. And then it had a triple bottom at the support level. It had a triple bottom at the support level. After the triple bottom broke out, created a new high, and then started to flag again, as it is currently doing now. So even now, it's flagging. So when you check our 1-hour time frame, you can notice that it's still flagging and it's still within the channel that it has formed. So what I anticipate is going to happen is that it needs to break out of this flag, the current flag pattern that it's been following. So you're going to put a line opposite the direction of the trend, then anticipate for it to be broken. And you know the stages of a breakout: it's breakout, pullback, and a continuation. So the path that I'm anticipating will be a breakout, a pullback, then a continuation to the falling resistant level, if it has enough momentum to break out of this current flag, then it's going to push all the way up to the next target, which is 92849, if it breaks that falling resistant level. So here we wait for the breakout to happen, then we can take our trade, take our targets all the way up to 92849. Then as you can see, our risk reward makes sense. It is just over 3:1. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope it was helpful, and I got a lot more requests, and then I'll check them out if you guys are able to watch this video and comment and tell me if it was helpful or not, so that I can continue doing analysis on the other requests that you guys put towards that post that I had. Thanks for watching.